Title: What really happens to your body when you smoke? Soft, slow music begins. Narrator. Calm, reflective. The first cigarette never announces itself as a villain. It arrives quietly, wrapped in paper and fire, carried by curiosity, stress, or the simple desire to belong. When the smoke enters the mouth, it feels almost gentle, warm, sharp. Unfamiliar. The lungs hesitate, then open their doors. Pause. Inside the chest, the body begins a conversation it never asked to have. Tension 1. The first breath. The smoke travels down the throat like a dark fog. Tiny hairs lining the airways. Their only job is to protect the lungs, stand at attention. But smoke is clever. It coats them, slows them, and within minutes, many stop moving altogether. The lungs inhale deeply. Oxygen should be the guest of honor. Instead, carbon monoxide slips in unnoticed. It binds to red blood cells more tightly than oxygen ever could. From that moment on, every heartbeat delivers less oxygen to the body. The brain feels it first. A lightness. A calming buzz. Nicotine reaches the brain in seconds, releasing dopamine, the chemical of reward. The brain smiles and remembers. This feels good, it says. Let's do it again. But the brain is being lied to. Section 2. The silent changes. As minutes pass, blood vessels tighten. The heart is forced to pump harder through narrower paths. Blood pressure rises quietly. The heart does not complain, it simply works more. You exhale. The smoke leaves the mouth, but it does not leave the body, built darker. Hours later, the lungs react. Airways swell. Mucus thickens. The body tries to trap the toxins. Cough begins. The cough begins, but as a cleanup effort. In the stomach, nicotine increases acid. Hunger changes. Digestion stumbles. The skin notices too. Less blood flow, less oxygen. Less repair. Nothing looks wrong yet. And that is the danger. Section 3. Weeks become months. The cigarettes continue. 1 becomes 2. 2 become routine and lungs. Inside the lungs, tiny air sacs stretch and weaken. Some collapse. Others fuse. Breathing out becomes harder than breathing in. Stairs feel steeper. Mornings begin with coughing. Deep breaths feel shallow. The heart adapts by growing thicker, not from strength, but from survival. The blood becomes stickier. Clots form more easily. The immune system slows, distracted by constant damage. The body is no longer thriving, it is surviving. Section 4. Years later. Years pass. The lungs stop whispering and start speaking loudly. Airways narrow permanently. Breathing becomes work, conscious, deliberate. The arteries harden, blood struggles to move freely. One clot, one blocked vessel can change everything. A heart attack. A stroke. The brain, once rewarded, now depends. Without nicotine, anxiety rises. Focus fades. Restlessness takes over. Addiction disguises itself as need. Deep inside the cells, DNA has been absorbing damage for years. Most cells were repaired. Some were destroyed. But not all. All it takes is one. That is how cancer begins. Not suddenly, but patiently. Section 5. But here is the part rarely told. The body never gives up. Music slowly lifts. The moment the smoke stops, healing begins. Within hours, carbon monoxide leaves the blood. Within days, oxygen levels rise. Within weeks, the lungs start to clean themselves again. Within months, breathing improves. Within years, the risk of heart disease and cancer drops, sometimes dramatically. The body remembers what it was built for. It does not judge. It does not hold grudges. It responds to kindness immediately. Ending. Final message. Smoking is not just something you do to your lungs. It speaks to every organ, every cell, every heartbeat. A cigarette is a message. Each breath without smoke is a reply. And the body, no matter how long it has waited, is always ready to heal when the smoke finally clears.